wait till you spot one ship and you see what direction he's going in, and you send that guy in the opposite direction to go get that free cap. You get a free cap. Do you know how many points that thing? It gets you like 3 ships worth of points out of a tier 5.
Mm-hmm.
So even if you die, you can win on time. Like, you're putting pressure on them with your lowest tier ship. It's such value.
Well,
we'll see if someone picks it up.
Okay. Well, let's take a look at our... Should we do the lineup or should we do the positioning? What do you think you want to do?
Let's do the lineup, because I just saw what the orange team's picking, and I can't figure out where to put a ship.
All right, so... KANGA bring in Repulse, Atlantico, Lenin, Massachusetts, and Haruna. Basically, what we just saw on Trident.
Yeah, and Older, a team near and dear to my heart for namesake purposes, have Matsu, Massachusetts, Anhalt, Julio, and Lenin.
Poor guy's all out by himself. Yes.
Why are we bringing an Anhalt?
Well, it's got lots of guns. Look at all the guns it's got.
It's got a lot of guns.
It's German armor? Ish? And it's got secondaries. Ish.
Uh-oh. Sorry, I didn't switch the game.
So, I gotta say, by the way, Anhalt is, like, skipping the most important of the secondary captain choices. I don't get it. Do you see what I'm talking about?
I haven't pulled it up.
Okay.
I try not to look at these for my own sanity.
When we go over ships,
God.
I always have that up.
Wait, he's doing the fight.
Yeah.
The fire one instead of.
Yeah. Manual secondaries. Literally the one skill that makes your secondaries come alive.
What the hell is the? I don't even know what skill this is.
That's
the
missing?
Turret one. No, the turret one in tier 4.
That's the one that increases your turret reload. It's close, whatever it's called. If an enemy is within range of, I think it's your secondaries, your main battery reload is boosted. I think that's the one. It's been a while since I've looked at that, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what he's taken. So, yeah. And no survivability skills, by the way, really, other than basics of survivability.
Well, we'll call this the firework build. If you're on fire,
yep,
it's gonna be awesome.
Yep.
But only if you're on fire, and you don't bring a German ship for main guns. Like, he's at least not full YOLOing in, and I'm proud of. Oh, I thought this was Popeye. I was gonna say, oh, they've spread out. This Repulse, they know he's here. He's hiding behind the island. The Lenin's over playing his hand, but he's got the Atlantico broad. Crush shots. Look how valuable.
That's right.
But if the Lenin overplays it, this Repulse may actually hero this.
Well,
and here it comes.
Yeah. Now, also, Aliscor has a great shot on him, too, because he's coming forward. Does Aliscor see this?
Too far.
He does not see it. He's not looking.
No.
He's not looking at Bosco's Lenin. And the Repulse is deciding to be elsewhere and not help.
There
he goes.
He's trying to stay on his broad. I'm not watching the Lenin's guns. I'm assuming he's hyper-focused on the now bow in Atlantico.
He's shooting HE.
No! Broadside doesn't matter if you're firing HE.
Nope. Who put that in there? I gotta say, KANGA's... I like Aliscor's position on the Lenin, initially. He was too far forward, did not get punished for it, and now has to deal with a charging Julio. But actually, no, he doesn't see the opportunity to ram. He's just going to sit there, and Aliscor, not sure what to do, is going to sally forth and try to get on Mustang's broadside. In the process...
This is not how you would Lenin.
No.
The traveling...
No.
You might as well ram at this point. Just take out the... Oh, Julio just got clapped by their Lenin.
Mm-hmm.
Don't turn out of this. You're committed. Okay,
all right.
Fine. If you can't do it with your guns, do it with your ship.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was watching the Julio Lenin because I thought that one was funnier. Well, both teams have traded 2 ships away. Who's got the better positioning? KANGA. Because of that repulse able to take C.
But
Mm-hmm.
Older's got the better ships.
Aha.
But not good position for said ships.
Well, all right. So let's talk about what you do with those ships right now. Anhalt goes full speed forward and right. He needs to flip his guns left so that he can get on Alisaur's broadside while also bowing into the repulse to mitigate any shots from the repulse. Massachusetts, full W, into the A-cap to get on the other side of Alisaur's Lenin. The Mutsu, I would say, goes into A and just tries to stay behind the Massachusetts and support whichever their focus target is.
Yeah, McGee seems very intent on this bow to bow.
And he's shooting HE.
Slugfest. Massachusetts needs to be looking left here. You don't have the. You're not gonna have a shot on the Lenin unless he comes forward. Which he is.
Wow.
This is anyone's game here. Massachusetts brought to Haruna.
Yep.
Matsu dies to Lenin. Value. Big
yeah,
value.
that was
had
not
that
necessary.
Anhalt gone right though.
Yeah.
He's really digging these singular straight fire torps.
Mm-hmm. Well,
great if the target's not moving.
Fortunately for Team Older, the Alisaur decided to just move forward. So he can get shot at by both ships, and here it comes.
Yeah, he's dead.
Or not.
There's a lot of guns for a 7K Lenin to now be brought to the repulse. Repulse.
He hasn't.
It's called AP.
He hasn't. No, he's been shooting. He's been shooting AP. The Anhalt just hasn't cared about it, which is crazy. Now's the part where you wish you had manual secondaries. Here's the AP.
Well, I think the Massachusetts Haruna is an interesting battle. Massachusetts showing a lot of beef, but the Haruna's HEing over him. We haven't even got to the 2 minutes throw.
Nope.
Counter.
Nope. McGee is trying to cap B, and I think Blinked is trying to stay in A just to maybe they can cap or something, but wow.
I mean,
don't come out yet, McGee. Don't come out yet. Wait for your heel.
At least in Massachusetts he turned his turret to shoot at the broadside ship. You can shoot half your turrets at the repulse, half of them at the Haruna. You got 2 minutes. You can do this.
Stay in the cap.
I was gonna say, use the heel. Use the heel. I mean, the repulse is broad to him. You might as well take advantage of it.
Well, he's been shooting HE though.
Massachusetts is going to leave the Haruna.
That's a bad idea.
And leave the A-cap. Well, you kill the repulse, you're still down on points. You still lose.
Correct, which is why it's a bad idea. He should be staying in A. He should be killing the Haruna.
Who is gone dark behind this island. This is... we like this.
Oh, well,
this is smart
okay.
Play. Smart play.
That is a smart play.
The longer you can... Even if he dies, the longer these two are chasing him...
Yep.
You guarantee the win, and the Haruna, he's not gonna die. He's not gonna be spotted the rest of the game.
Here's one possible shot. Look, McGee is still trying to use those funny torps, and he's still showing broadside to the repulse. Oh, he got AP this time.
It is hurtful when 2 tier rates lose to 6 and a 5.
Well, let's go back to that comment I said. Right, I said who's better off for it, and KANGA had the positioning. Older had the better quality ships. But
they charged the Lenin. You can't give up a broadside. They at least got value from the ram, but like, it's not what you don't bring a Lenin to ram.
And I mean, they also threw away the Mutsu, right? Because he just sat broadside to the Lenin.
Yeah, 10 seconds. That's gonna do it.
No death pick.
KANGA. Not, but KANGA just lost. This is what's so. KANGA just lost to.
Popeye.
Mm-hmm. And they look like a different team here, sort of. Not sort of. There were flashes of brilliance here.
Uh-huh.
It's the only time I could say they brought the same ships because they have to. And actually, I'm a big fan of this on halt if it's a spawn thing because it makes the Lenin and the Massachusetts go. It spawns separately.
Mm-hmm.
If they consolidate from this location, I'm abandoning Team Older. They're dead to me if the Lenin and Massachusetts end up within a ship length of each other in the first 3 minutes.
Now, I gotta say, by the way, your comments about they take the same ships because they have to. It's funny because every other game we've seen, it's pretty much they take the same ships because they choose to.
Yeah, that's.
Go back to what I said yesterday. I think they only planned one comp.
My documents. That's tip number 1. Pick a comp. We'll cover that at the end. Okay. So we're seeing, and I actually like the spawn of KANGA. Even though the 3 tier 8s are together, they're in the middle. And you have this spawn setup gives you the most options as a setup. The only thing that would make it better is if the Lenin and Atlantico switch spots.
Yep. Yeah, I agree. I think the Lenin goes to essentially where we saw that John Bart go, the other game, and just kind of holds the fort there. I just, okay. How much time do they have between matches, by rules?
Wait, but what do you mean? Like within a set?
Yes.
Technically, as much as 5 minutes.
Okay.
But if they're running behind, they're encouraged to go more. We're seeing, for the first time today, though, both sides playing the entire map.
Yep.
Things I don't like. The Arp Haruna is a cruiser here. It's not a battleship, and it fired first, and look what happens. Everyone is going to be focused on this dude. The Master, they don't care about him.
Well, if you look at it, he's got sus in the name, so.
Yeah, well, and lower in any random game, if you're the first one spotted, people have a tendency to shoot at the thing they are shooting at and not stop.
Yep.
And so if you're already a weak ship, you're hurting yourself there. But we've got, you know what? KANGA's putting some good damage here on Halt's broadside.
I gotta say, the other thing too is, if you're gonna open up with your guns, at least be thinking about where do I want to be in a minute, because still in the same spot backing up is not the right answer.
Put it in. Yeah, there you go. Matsu broadside to the Lenin. Take it, but see, look, this is a good place for the Lenin. It's close. It's in the cap. It threatens. He's completely protected on this side. He needs to be a little bit more angled so he can be shooting this. And he's got great shots on the Matsu and
oh! Did you see that at D?
No, I just
God.
To it.
Somebody clipped that moment as we were talking about
full health.
Full health Lenin just evaporated.
I knew
to the
it. I was
Atlantico.
watching that Atlantico on the map too.
Yep. Yep. Wow. Again, stop
Overpushed.
playing Lenin.
Look where he died. Why are you here?
Right?
I mean,
And then now the Julio pushing around. This is a repeat of what we saw last map. Literally.
okay. But Julio's job here is to ram the Lenin.
That's right.
Ram him. Don't slow down. You're slowing down. And while you're doing that, Massachusetts is gonna shoot at you. Lenin, you're dead. Mission failed.
We'll get him next time. Oh, Alscore's even sitting in position for it.
Oh, he gets him.
He gets the
He
ram.
gets him. Matsu, shoot at the Lenin. Shoot at the Lenin. Do not let him survive this. And Massachusetts, do not come around the corner. Don't do it.
Oh my God.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Do it. Do it. Oh,
Oh my
somebody
God.
blinked. And it was the Massachusetts.
Why?
Because it's not enough to send one ship to its death to kill this Lenin. You must send two. I got nothing. Bye. I
The
mean,
Matsu shooting at the Haruna.
yeah.
The Lenin's gonna, he's gonna survive.
What did you say at the beginning, right? The first thing they see, I must kill that. And there it is.
Yeah, well, and you know, Lenin, it's a powerful spot.
It is a great spot. It's a great
And
spot.
I would throw away a Julio every day to get the Lenin to 3k health, but if my Matsu and my Anhalt aren't going to fire one salvo to complete it, and my Massachusetts is going to come around a corner broadside to set Lenin. Yeah.
I mean, this
Wow.
is a more advanced tactic that people don't understand. How do you deal with a dug-in ship? Oh, that's okay.
There's that singular torp.
Yep, the funny torp comes out. Massachusetts waiting for that salvo on the Mutsu. Actually, I think the Mutsu forgot he had torps.
Lenin hits the Mutsu. No, Mutsu already fired that. That's Mutsu. Torp.
Ah, okay.
Massachusetts.
All right. Because
Fired it from range.
he's got two, so I'm curious as to why he only fired the one.
He fired front right. I don't know.
But I mean, he's got two on each side, right? So like, I just shoot the one. Like, just makes no sense to me.
Flavor and flair. I'm gonna pre-call this one for KANGA. Oh, if there was ever a game that highlights the what not to do, but he ended up hitting him, but then there was no follow-up. The follow-up was the one ship that shouldn't have followed up, the broadside Massachusetts that was stationary that had to come out 2 kilometers away from all the Lenin's guns, broadside.
Hey, you just killed my friend, now kill me. It's just...
Dude, that was awesome. It was fun to watch.
It was great to watch. And look, I'm so happy to see Older has given up on the Anhalt.
Okay. In favor of Turpitz?
Yeah. And by the way, in that talk about the Julio screwing up, I absolutely feel like him stopping or slowing down cost that whole ram, because as you know, ram is based off of speed as well. He lost that momentum. He maybe could have killed the entire Lenin
if they both had ram flags,
Mm-hmm.
the max he can do is his full ship's HP,
Okay.
which is 45,000. So the Lenin can survive it,
Ah, okay. Gotcha.
and you're not doing the 45. I mean, unless you're 3/4 speed or more. And
Right.
but why would you not? You had 2 ships that had a clear line of sight on him
Mm-hmm.
that just were completely unaware that was happening.
Because they were so busy fighting a bow-in Haruna that's literally just slowly reversing.
Doing nothing. That's doing nothing. Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it.
It's something, man. I'll tell you. Why is this not updating? Update the score. There it is. Okay. So older. Now this is the concern.
Mm-hmm.
That you've lost 2. Are you about to call the Lemming? I mean, the Agincourt being your westernmost ship, even if he goes west, this is still. Look at the Lenin and the Massachusetts.
Uh-huh.
They're magnetic.
Uh-huh. Somebody in chat is saying, is this the qualifiers and where are the good teams? So a reminder, guys, Clash of the Classes, there's a 55% win rate limit. So nobody can have anything higher than a 55% win rate. On top of that, you've got smallish maps with bigger ships. And I think a lot of people just aren't used to that kind of setup.
We're just going to watch this Lenin, because he's going to die.
Captain Bosco? Yeah, he's just coming straight up.
Him.
Just
watch him. This will be a tutorial on how quickly a Lenin can die.
That's right. So this is not the qualifiers per se. It's called the group stage, and this will determine where people start next week on Saturday in the bracket.
The playoffs, yeah.
Right.
Where people will start to get eliminated. So it matters, but it isn't the end of the earth.
Right. Everybody's still
Matthew,
playing.
You and I, we're gonna have a sit down this week. We're having a sit down.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna help you out.
And Jagged, showing all the side, just got clobbered by Aliscor's Lenin. Speaking
Remember
of
what we said about Lenins?
Mm-hmm.
Protect one side. What side is being protected here?
For Bosco?
For Bosco.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Agincourt just got smacked by the Massachusetts that I guess Mustang wasn't expecting to come around the corner.
Well,
and
here comes. That's who's going to kill this Lenin.
Aliscor. He's going to kill the Agincourt. Nope.
Backup 1 he has nothing stopping him
Mm-hmm.
from killing this Lenin, who's going to conveniently back up to make it easier for him.
Yep.
At this point, you have a Lenin on this side.
He's
you
backing.
have the Atlantico facing you, and the Massachusetts has your broad.
So he's backing up so he could get a shot, not thinking about the return shot. And the question is, will backup shoot him or will he shoot the Massachusetts? I'm guessing he's going to shoot the Massachusetts. Nope. He's shooting the Lenin. And that's 2 Citadels. And speaking of Lenins, the other Lenin backed up and took out the Mutsu, which you could do. I don't think it was. I don't know. That's putting you at a lot of risk with your sides there, but.
Repulse needs to go by the Massachusetts here.
Mm-hmm.
And this is going to be another Lenin and Massachusetts within 2 ship lengths of each other loses.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the Massachusetts of backup is very, very poorly angled here.
Now,
he wants to fire all his guns.
Here's Aliscor coming out. Again, this is too dangerous.
Lenin on Lenin.
Lenin on Lenin action.
He moved forward. Boom. Citadel again.
Yep. But Aliscor is unmasking his own citadels in the process, and
Yes,
Blinks
he
can
is.
easily turn and shoot him.
He's not going to. Doesn't see it.
Nope, he's too busy looking at the other Massachusetts. Must assert dominance.
That's bow in. Your secondaries could kill him. Get the big hit. Okay, now the Lenin is turned broadside to the Atlantico.
Bye-bye.
Okay, and he's dead.
That's a repeat from game 1.
5 minutes and 30 seconds is how many licks it takes to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll Lenin.
And, well, he died a lot later than you thought he would, though. We were all following him, and you trolled us.
He gave everyone a Citadel.
Now,
you get a Citadel, and you get a Citadel.
Speaking of positioning, I want to highlight the Harna. The Harna is doing exactly right what he should be doing, other than sitting broadside here and backing up. He's on the flank. He's making it very difficult for Older to push forward. And even though he's shooting HE, I think he should be shooting AP, but it's still working. It's still effective. Speaking
Yeah,
of effective,
I would take AG there. Like more guaranteed damage versus potential bounces.
I don't know. I would try it just because it depends on how far away the target is, right? Because if you can plunge through the deck armor, that's kind of sexy.
Yeah, you're playing high level players. that's a very specific aim.
Well, yeah, but I mean, to me, he's got all the time in the world to practice that and try it out now. Let's be real. Like, he's not going to win the game for KANGA at this point.
Yeah, he's not going to lose it either.
Right. Try it. You know, why not? Anyway, you blinked is gonna die.
And they held back their 6s and their 5s. The Lenin protected a side.
Yeah.
The other Lenin open watered, and that's the net result of it.
Yeah.
KANGA taken 3.
I will say, I still feel like he was a little risky with his positioning, Aliscor, in that particular match. He didn't get punished for it, though.